Hello and welcome to another edition of Ladies Corner with Tia Demo. It is a beautiful day in October, and we have a very powerful guest today. Funke Smith is a founder and CEO of SkillCity Institute, an after-school science not-for-profit centered or an after-school not-for-profit that looks after youth with mindset of working in STEM fields. She joins us now to tell us more about her life's work. Good afternoon, Miss Smith. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Good afternoon.
Thank
T.
you
It's
so
nice
much
to
for
be
doing
here.
this. Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate. I know you're very busy, and I appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and the inspiration behind starting Skill City Institute?
Okay, that question is always a golden question for me. But I'm Funke Smith, and I'm a career strategist and also a social innovator. I um, am passionate about helping people discover and maximize their potential, so unlocking and maximizing human potential. That's what keeps me, what I wake up to, and what keeps me uh, feeling fulfilled in life. If I'm able to achieve that in a day, I feel like my day has been made, and it's that same passion that led me to create Skill City Institute, a nonprofit I created in 2015, several years ago, to help, to, help to empower people to discover the myriad of treasures and assets in them, and help them to prepare them for the future with future ready skills, give them the resources they need to actually put those potentials and those assets to work and aspire for greatness. So that's what the organization is about. We're a nonprofit in Edmonton, and we um, offer support to people from different, diverse background, and creating those opportunities for uh, young people to get into high skilled, high wage, in demand careers that helps open doors to economic prosperity. So this is my love, this is my vocation, and this is my passion.
So you started in 2015, and this would be your yeah going to your 10th year, decade of working with children. What has been some of your most profound stories that has been generated from the work you do?
Wow. Ah, it's been a long journey. And when I look back and recall all that has transpired, all we've been able to do and accomplish in the course of this work, I'd say that it's been remarkable. Working with people from diverse backgrounds, people who sometimes come maybe to Canada as new immigrants, who face different barriers to economic development or to just finding their pathway in life, have come through, to us. And we've seen people who come in not feeling confident in their abilities, in ability to succeed, or thinking it was a bad idea to come to Canada. We've seen them transform from that place of feelings of disenfranchisement to a place of confidence and thriving and being empowered to pursue uh, uh, um, their passions and succeed in life. And so for me, I'd say that helping young people, and not only young people but also just individuals and families to gain the skills and support systems that they need to thrive in an economy, a dynamic economy like the one we have here, is has been our goal. We do that through education, STEM talent development. We believe in STEM a lot because we believe STEM industries are the backbone of the economy, and That's where the higher paying, more lucrative professions are, and those are where the future shaping careers are. And we want everyone to have the opportunity to participate in STEM. But we also have seen that the STEM talent pipeline is shrinking because people sometimes find it difficult to, master those core subjects like math and science, and so we create opportunities for people to learn in an environment where it's not, it doesn't feel so academic. It feels like they're just getting engaged in practical experiences that help to build those skills. And once they're able to build that confidence and those skills in themselves, then they're able to move forward and pursue any career that they want to pursue, particularly those careers that can help to lift families out of poverty.
You said a couple of things which I found triggering. In this sense, I'll explain. I had this conversation with a fella a couple of days ago. He's been in Edmonton for over 20 years. And he said in his 20 years, he's almost often done three jobs. He alluded to jobs being low paying, um, low paying jobs. And this is my understanding of what Edmonton is right now. Imagine that's the way Edmonton has always been. So when you say you help kids, youths, people, families get higher skills to help them find higher wages, I like to find out more about what this sort of higher skills look like, because Edmonton today is my understanding there's an epidemic of lower skills, poor income, low income jobs. It's just an epidemic of it, really. And to survive in Edmonton today, you will need those 3 to 4 jobs. What are your thoughts?
Well, you have talked about something that is very much at the core of the work that I do and the work that Skill City was created to do. And I must say that that's why we created our STEM and Career Exploration Lab, which is basically a career skills incubator and a talent development incubator, particularly, like I said, STEM talent. And I keep saying STEM. STEM, stands for the intersection of those disciplines in science, technology, engineering, and math. But it's not just about the subjects. STEM for us is a concept that actually empowers people with the very, very critical skills that create those economic empowerment opportunities. And I'm going to, I said that to say that this is the same problem that you just established is the reason why we thought um, the programs and uh, opportunities or services that existed. There are so many programs in Edmonton, and so many nonprofits who work in the maybe youth employment or in the um, career development, ecosystem, in the education training ecosystem. But we are still seeing that, why do these gaps then persist? And we realize that it's because there's a lot of focus. There's a big focus on jobs, and when I say jobs, it's on jobs. But we don't talk about jobs because sometimes a job can simply be, getting a job as a stock at Walmart, and we've done that before. I started my work in this area. Um, helping us working in on a project funded by the government of Canada to actually help build skills and get people into employment. And I see that we were getting them into jobs, and those jobs range from maybe getting them to young people to get a job as a security guard. So we teach them skills and then get them into jobs, and we do job development with partnership with employers, and we just get them into different kinds of entry level what I call transitional jobs. And after a while, I realized that despite our success in actually achieving the goals of the project, I wasn't happy and I wasn't fulfilled, because I felt like it's like we are actually getting our young people into work that takes them, I mean, puts them at the bottom of the corporate ladder. And so it's not just about jobs, it's about the quality of jobs. And that's what inspired me to say no, I'm not going to be spending my time and investing my resources in helping to create just jobs. I want to be career focused. I want to be able to help people to get skills, that not just skills that pay the bills, but skills that charge the bills. And that was a game changer. That's why we created this STEM and career lab, to ensure that whatever skills we are getting, young people to learn as they go into prepare to go into the job market or the labor market, are skills that can earn them higher paying, higher skilled, higher earning work occupations. And this is what this is centered on. Yes, Edmonton has so many of those jobs, but we are actually supporting people now to see that if you have more skills, like we say in Skill City, sweet dreams are made of skills. If you have greater aspirations and greater, if you want to aspire to greatness, then upskill, reskill, whatever it is. It's your skills that can open doors for you, and those skills that open doors to honorable, lucrative professions are the skills that we offer. That's our specialty. We're not just getting people jobs.
Okay. Thank you for helping, for sharing that actually. So let's, okay, so I've got several questions here. Do you go into schools to recruit kids from grade 9 when they know like what they intend to do? Because from understanding here in Canada, school becomes important from grade 9 or grade 10. um and how do you rescue or recruit kids who are not interested in maths or science? Because if you don't get them in grade 9, you've lost them. I think that's one question.
You got
Now,
that.
other than kids here, there are new immigrants coming whose skills, degrees, etc., would sentence them to a life of low income jobs here in Edmonton. Like, what is do you cater to those not necessarily in grade 9, people who have just coming from Zimbabwe, people who have just coming from Nigeria, Togo, the Philippines, who may already have a first degree? And how do you find those people to say, listen, the job here is not your degree, you need to upskill? How does that look like from your side? Of how do you do that actually?
Oh, wonderful. The landscape of this issue is broad. It's huge, and we realize that as we worked on this area of skilling and empowering people with skills for economic mobility or economic empowerment, uh, we realize that there has to be different multifaceted approaches to it. Um, we provide careers education, career readiness. We have career readiness programs. And what that does is to work with young people, even all the way from grade 4, because we believe career connected learning or career education should start from earlier on, because most of the time what happens is that when they start having encounters with the world of work, encounters with industry, with professionals, and seeing what exists, it inspires them, and it helps them to start thinking of careers as they do as they're in the process of learning. Now, we work with school, those in school. We do careers education, so we have a career education cycle that goes all the way from upper elementary, it's grade 4, age 8, to adults. So go to middle school, high school, and then there's a model for post secondary and beyond. And that's because this different age groups or levels have different forms of exposure that would work for them. But we also don't only work with those that are in school. We work with those who are also with what we call youth needs. So needs youth are those who are not in employment, education, or training for one reason or another. They could be new immigrants. They could be those who were born here, first generation Canadians. What have you? You will have people who have dropped out, who have given up, or who have just condemned themselves to menial jobs. And we reach out to community. We have several partnerships. We have industry partners, we have local community partners. We work with several organizations from different communities, so that we are reaching people not only through for example, school-based interventions. We do school-based engagement. So we have class visits from schools who come to our STEM and career lab to engage in different kind of skill building activities, and learning about careers and learning about the future and all that. We also do community-based engagement. We have youth after school programs in different parts of Edmonton. We have support that we provide to different through different organizations. So our goal is not necessarily to just acquire clients. Our goal is to partner with others who are connected to different communities, to be able to have access to them, for them to get that value that we have. At the end of the day, I realize that people have so much potential, so many assets in them, but many don't end up discovering that potential, and a lot goes underutilized. And that's what we want to change. That's a narrative we want to change. We say, no matter where you are from, we meet you wherever you are. Either you were a new immigrant who came in, and you were in grade 5 or grade 8 at the time. I'd say career development should start not only from grade 9. Yes, grade 8 for me is pivotal, just before they get into grade 9, because that's time is a very, very crucial time. If you don't get them at that time, when they get into high school, and they get into high school with those weaknesses you might have seen, not being able to deal with math or physics, or not wanting to pull their weight, then they start having big problems in high school. So we catch them as young as we can, and we engage with them, them in different kinds of uh, uh, um, career connected learning and skills development as well. So we also get them to learn about entrepreneurship. Now, entrepreneurship for us is about the developing the entrepreneurial mindset and the entrepreneurial skill set. It's not just about selling goods and services. That will come, but we want people to be entrepreneurial thinkers. That means that they're problem solvers, independent thinkers, those who have critical thinking, they have resilience, they have innovative capacity. And those are the skills that can help anyone to succeed, whichever field that they go into. So we approach different people on different levels, yeah, with different models of engagement, so that whichever way we are reaching this person, and we're tailoring our solutions to that person that we're dealing with at the time.
Miss Smith, I want to say thank you for all that you do. My question comes to mind, like, what do you do with people, generally not necessarily youth, who may not have any interest in math, science, physics, who feel they, for example, if I said to you, I want to be a chef, is there any pathway through Skill City for me? Or if I said to you, I want to be I don't know what else might I want to be, an agriculturist, or maybe not a gardener or a fireman, or just trying to think of a baker. How about that? Is there any pathway through Skill City for me? Okay.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I like the question, because it gives me the opportunity to explain that, like I said earlier, STEM for us is a means to an end. STEM for us is not the subjects. STEM has moved from being an acronym that describes a number of 4 subjects, subject areas. No, STEM is a concept. It's about the transferable skills that are behind those disciplines, that come together to empower anyone to actually be efficient and high functioning in whatever pathway they choose in life. And that's why when young people tell us, "Oh, you know what? I want to be a musician. I don't want to. I don't think STEM is for me. And I say, we do a STEM for all approach. Our approach is called STEM for all. And that's because it's not about whether you're going to be a scientist, or you're going to be a blockchain technologist, or a mechanical engineer. And we would love it if you could if you get into those fields. But it's not about that. It's about those skills. For example, math. When we ask people to when we talk about math, for us, we say it's a human right. Math is a human right. Every young person should be supported to love math, because if you can master math, you can master most any discipline. It's a phenomenon that actually just expands your faculty. It makes you a problem solver. It makes you analytical. It makes you a critical thinker. It makes you learn how to fail and to fail forward, to be resilient, to know how to have, for example, know about dimensions, know about to go up, have financial literacy, go about your day. And I can go on telling you why our idea is not about going into STEM subjects based fields. Our idea is focused on skills. We are all about skilling, and we do all things skilling. We are saying that as a new immigrant, or for example, who comes in the country, or anyone who is already an adult, who thinks sometimes that we have worked with many adults, either through our entrepreneurial coaching, or skills development, career mapping, and all that. Whatever it is, our approach is, when you come to us, we do a bit of an assessment. We do a discovery session, because every person is, for me, I love people. I see the power of human potential. You will not imagine how much richness is is in people, and they just sometimes don't see it. So my calling and my job is to make them see that map of assets that they carry, that they don't see. So whichever field they want to go into, we do skills mapping, we do career mapping, interest mapping, and help and do almost like what we call a Venn diagram, to find their niche, to find their sweet spot in life, and what they can thrive most in. And it's never too late. Even if you are 45 and you just came to Canada, there's a way for you, so long as you believe in yourself. And we help you find that. We help you find that greatness inside you, and help you to turn it into a launch pad to your success.
Well, I'm 45 and maths and science, I gave up on it when I was in grade 10. I'm
And,
looking
and
at
it's not,
technology. It's a bit
we're not
late for
asking
me
you to
now.
do math. We're not asking you to do math at 45. We are just saying, now that's a different approach. Like I said to you, I emphasized math and those STEM subjects, because I needed you to see that while it's all about skills,
Yeah,
those subjects help you to develop those skills. But that's not the goal. The goal is for you, if you are 45, if you are whichever age that you are in, and you still feel like there's life in you, there's
right.
something that you have to give this world,
Yeah.
because everybody has a value to give the world, but
Mm,
sometimes you just don't see it, and that's why we help you to see it. So for example, the trades, people who come from where I come from, believe that professions in the trades, occupations in the trades, are not for us, because they are beneath us, right? Whereas when I say the trades, I mean like maybe becoming a mechanic, becoming a baker,
or
becoming um,
electrician,
uh,
building construction.
an electrician or carpentry and all that. In Canada, it's different. And people, we need to flip the script and help our immigrants to see that the trades is not the bottom of the barrel kind of pathway. You can actually earn a decent living going into the trades, and it's not ignoble. It's not, it's not what you do when you are dumb. Well, when you are academically dumb, then you go into the trades, like many of us think. No, because where I am from, parents tell you, you know what, if you keep, messing up in school, I'm going to send you to the trades, right? Whereas here it's different. So part of what we do is to help, to create that awareness, and create that, that, you know, um, yeah, to create that awareness that, hey, you have so many opportunities. Canada is a land of opportunities. It's just that you need to dig through, you need to know how to navigate the system, to be able to find your own. pathway to success. And that's what's missing for many people. And that's why we exist. That's why we do what we do, to help each individual with tailored supports that helps them to find their own genius, to find their own, pathway to economic prosperity, to fulfillment in life.
It feels like my understanding is not for profits who do what you do are very rare and scarce. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you for helping people find their path. My understanding is you work with the city of Edmonton. You have
Yeah.
programs at the Cheerleader Rec Center, Clearview Rec Center, and you work with underrepresented youths. You work with people from minority backgrounds, giving them opportunities for their tomorrow. And you take whatever it is you get given. I have a final question for you. The next 10 years, where would you want to see Skill City? Um, would you want to only remain here in Edmonton? I don't know if you're already in Calgary and Reading and Lethbridge. I don't know if you have an office in Ottawa or Toronto. What are your plans for the next decade of the work you're doing?
Wonderful. Thank you for the question. It's first of all, I must say to you that the kind of work that we do has different levels uh, of problem solving. There is local initiatives. There is programs based problem solving or interventions, but there's also systems level, systems change level of intervention at that macro level. Skill City so far has worked, has created several programs, local programs, and also we offer online support services as well, and courses, e-courses, especially, when COVID-19 hit, we had to pivot and make and offer our services, virtually as well as in person. Now, we have local programs around Edmonton, in Alberta. We've reached even in the whole of Canada. We have worked with different people from different backgrounds. But my goal is not only to serve people by giving these direct programs or direct services, which is great. It helps many, but my goal is more to have to make change and impact on a macro level. We do a lot of work on the macro level now. And we've been doing that for years. We work with different levels of government, both the city, the government of Canada, and government of Alberta. We work at that macro, on macro systems change, macro level change, so that policies, we can help to inform policies and help to inform those reforms that can help to change the stories of communities, of larger groups of people, the masses, because really sometimes this little work that we do at the local level can feel like a drop in the ocean. And this is why we take that multifaceted approach to ensure that while we are supporting people locally and also supporting them through online programs and all that, we are also working with the systems that govern those aspects of the economy and aspects of the communities and our lives in general, to make sure that we are making change at that macro level as well, to reach everyone, so that we can create community wealth. We can build communities, and not just individual lives.
Miss Funke Smith, you're the founder and CEO of SkillCity Institute. You work with youths, underrepresented youths. You've worked with over 4,000 underrepresented youth since 2015, when you started to pour your life into resurrecting skills, owning the skills of people who come to you. I want to say thank you for all you do for Edmonton, for the city. We thank you, and I appreciate your time on this chat today.
Thank you so very much for having me. And I want to thank you also for what you do and helping to amplify voices, diverse voices. I think it's very, very pivotal because if nobody hears about what we do, if you were not there, how would people know what we do, and how will people access this value that we bring to the community? So I want to say a big thank you to you as well, that it is indeed a noble cause, the work that you do. We really appreciate you. The whole community appreciates you, and I thank you on behalf of our communities.
Oh, thank you. Interesting.